Hi, Hardin County Algebra 1 kids. I miss you so much. So we're still going to be looking at factoring out trinomials, but this time it's a little bit different. I'm going to add one more step. You know me. Let's take it one step further. So if we look at this first one, I see that they're all even numbers. So that means they have a common factor. So I want to factor out or pull out the greatest common factor. Well, the biggest number that 6, 2, and 4 all have in common is 2. So I'm going to factor out the 2. So then that makes 6x squared 3x squared plus, if I divide this by the 2, it's just x. And then minus 4 divided by 2 is just 2. So now I can factor out this trinomial. So don't forget your 2 that you factored out, and then you'll do the rest of it. So if I factor this one out, it's going to be 3x and x, which gets me 3x squared. Now then, I want numbers that will add up to 1, but multiply to get me a -2. So it has to be opposite signs, so I can do a negative and a positive. You might have to play with it a little bit. And how about I put a 1 and a 2? So let's see. First gets me the 3x squared. Outside is 6x. Inside is -1. Well, 6 minus 1 is only 5, so that won't work. What about if I put the 2 here and the 1 there? Now then I have 3x minus 2x, which is my 1. So see, sometimes you just have to experiment and move some numbers around a bit to get what you need. So now let's look at this one. What's the greatest common factor that they all have? I'm thinking maybe a 3. So if I factor out a 3, this becomes 2x squared plus, if I divide that, it's 3x, and then minus 27 divided by 3 is 9. Now then I can just factor out the rest of it. Don't forget the 3. And to get 2x squared, this is going to be 2x and x. Once again, to get a negative number when I multiply, my signs have to be different. But I want them to add up to a positive 3. So what are the factors of 9? I could use 9 and 1. I could do 3 and 3. Well, 3 and 3 is looking pretty good to me. Let's see why. Because if I multiply these, that's negative 6x plus a 3x. Well, what if I change those signs around? And I do this. Now I have a positive 6 minus 3, which gets me the 3x. So I hope you're enjoying these as much as I am. I just like playing around with the numbers until I come up with the right integer. So hopefully I'll get with you soon in person. Love you guys.